People often experience amusing and embarrassing moments that linger in the minds of relatives and friends, and over time, what was once an awkward situation turns into a funny joke that they share during happy times. But when this happens to prominent individuals, such as presidents and well-known politicians in their field, it becomes even more embarrassing for them because they always have to present themselves in a dignified manner. Today, we will present to you more than 10 embarrassing moments that happen to presidents. But before we begin, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the latest content. One of the famous embarrassing moments that happened to Marshal Abdelrahman Swar al-Dahab, the former Sudanese president, was when he forgot the name of one of the important leaders at an official event. This incident was very awkward. It occurred during his transitional rule in Sudan after the peaceful coup that ousted President Jafar Nimeri in 1985. Marshal Swar al-Dahab was attending an official event that required precise protocol, where he was expected to mention the names of some of the officials present during his speech. However, he forgot the name of one important leader in front of all the attendees, which caused him to pause for a moment. This situation was particularly embarrassing for Swar al-Dahab, given his military background and reputation for strength and composure. However, Swar al-Dahab handled the situation calmly. It is worth mentioning that Swar al-Dahab remained in the memory of Sudanese people as a respected national figure. They held him in great esteem for his decision to peacefully transfer power to an elected civilian government after the transitional period, which earned him both local and international respect and appreciation. The second embarrassing moment occurred with Izzat Ibrahim al-Duri, who was the deputy to former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein. He faced many controversial situations throughout his political career. One of the most embarrassing moments he encountered took place during the Ba'ath Party rule in Iraq. It happened during one of the major official meetings of the Ba'ath Party, where he completely forgot the entire text of his speech while addressing the party's senior leadership. The situation was extremely awkward because he was speaking in front of President Saddam Hussein and high-ranking government leaders at the time. He was expected to display a high level of professionalism, especially given his prominent position within the party. According to some witnesses, al-Duri began to stutter and stop speaking when he realized he had forgotten the entire content of his speech. This led him to attempt to improvise and speak in a disorganized manner. This caused clear embarrassment in front of the attendees, especially in front of Saddam Hussein, who was known for not tolerating any weakness shown by his men. For a while, this event became a subject of mockery within Iraqi political circles, as it was unexpected for such a thing to happen to one of the top leaders in the Iraqi regime. Unfortunately, there are no publicly documented details regarding the date or timing of this embarrassing moment, especially during Saddam Hussein's rule, as meetings were mostly held in complete secrecy due to the strict nature of Saddam's regime and heavy media censorship. Nevertheless, part of the discussion about this event remained within the inner circles of the regime. After the regime's fall, al-Duri reappeared in a viral video in 2012, showing a significant decline in his health. The video raised speculations about him suffering from various ailments, as his speech delivery appeared weak, raising doubts about his mental and physical condition. The third embarrassing moment is one of the most notable incidents faced by former Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak, which occurred in 2003. While delivering a speech before the Egyptian parliament, Mubarak lost his balance and fell during his address. His aides quickly tried to help him get up after he fell in front of the parliament. Although he attempted to resume his speech after the incident, the situation attracted media attention and public interest, becoming a topic of conversation for quite some time. The video of the incident was widely circulated, The fourth embarrassing moment involves Italy's Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni. A video surfaced showing her partner, Andrea Giambruno, using inappropriate behavior and making indecent gestures toward a colleague. Some people who watched the video claimed that he appeared to be drunk, muttering words and making inappropriate suggestions. This incident caused significant embarrassment for Meloni, especially as she was involved in important diplomatic tours when the news broke. What made matters worse was the video being aired on a satirical program, which led to Giorgia Meloni breaking up with her partner after a 10-year relationship. In another incident, Giorgia Meloni faced another embarrassing situation at the G7 summit in Italy in 2024. During a skydiving display, US President Joe Biden got distracted and separated from the group. However, Meloni quickly acted and returned him to his place among the leaders. This sparked a lot of comments on social media, with some people describing the situation as embarrassing for Biden, while others said it was more awkward for Giorgia since the event and the G7 summit were held in her country, and it was her responsibility to stay alert. Some even pointed out that Biden might not have been familiar with the location. The fifth embarrassing moment involves Margaret Thatcher, who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1979 to 1990. Margaret was known for her strong-willed personality, but even powerful leaders sometimes face embarrassing situations. One of the most embarrassing moments in her political life occurred in 1981 when she appeared on the nationwide program on BBC News. During the interview, she faced direct criticism from the public regarding her strict economic policies which had affected the working class. The embarrassment was clearly visible on Margaret's face when she was unable to effectively defend her decisions. Her statements about her economic plans were disorganized and incoherent, which led to increased attacks on her during that period, and her economic plans were described as failures. The sixth embarrassing moment occurred during a public tour in June 2021. In a famous incident, the current French president, Emmanuel Macron, was slapped by a citizen during an official tour in southern France. While Macron was greeting the crowd, a man approached him and slapped him hard across the face. The man then tried to flee before security quickly intervened. The incident spread widely and sparked a debate about the security of public figures in France. But in your opinion, did Macron deserve that slap? The seventh embarrassing moment occurred in 2013 during the State of the Union address with US President Barack Obama. While delivering his speech, at a moment when Obama was fully engaged in his remarks, a phone rang loudly in the hall, causing him to pause and look toward the audience. After a moment of silence, Obama smiled and said, "I bet that's one of the folks in Congress." This caused the audience to burst into laughter at his comment. He then jokingly added, "I hope none of you are using your phones to text instead of listening to what I'm saying." Although the moment was slightly awkward, Obama cleverly used it to diffuse the tension, making the audience feel more at ease. The eighth embarrassing moment involved former US President Richard Nixon, and it took place in 1972 during his visit to Japan. As he was descending from the plane and walking toward the stairs, he lost his balance and fell. Nixon was speaking to journalists as he descended from the aircraft, and while trying to present himself in the best light as president, he lost his footing and fell. The cameras captured the moment, and despite the embarrassment of the incident, Nixon quickly got up, smiled, and tried to project confidence. He used his usual approach to handling awkward situations, and images of the fall spread across the media, becoming a part of the conversation surrounding his visit. The ninth embarrassing moment occurred with US President Joe Biden. In fact, selecting the most embarrassing moments for him is difficult, as his unique and sometimes odd moments have sparked significant debate about whether he may be suffering from any cognitive issues due to his age. In 2021, during a press conference after the G7 summit, the embarrassing situation occurred when Biden attempted to leave the stage while speaking. he made an incomplete statement and then walked off in the wrong direction without realizing it. Biden had been talking about the achievements of the summit, and when he finished, he believed he could leave the stage. However, he started walking backward, making him look lost. Security and support staff exchanged puzzled glances, prompting them to quickly direct him where he needed to go. Biden seemed a bit embarrassed when he realized his mistake and returned to the front. The footage of the incident spread widely on social media, leading to many humorous comments about his lack of attention at that moment. The 10th situation of former U.S. President Bill Clinton, who also did not escape embarrassing situations. It happened in 1993, during his visit to a research center in Boston. While wearing a bulletproof vest and speaking to reporters, he failed to remove the vest properly, making it seem as though he was stuck in it. Clinton was in the middle of discussing security, and when he tried to lift the vest to show it to the reporters, he couldn't take it off. The vest appeared to be more of an obstacle. The journalists and staff laughed at the scene, while Clinton smiled, trying to control the situation. He jokingly said, "I guess I need some help getting out of this vest." No matter our social status, we will always encounter embarrassing moments that even the most prominent figures in the world face. Just as presidents have handled such situations, we too must embrace humor and intelligence. We should not let embarrassment linger for too long. Instead, we can turn it into a moment of lightheartedness. That's all for today, as we've covered some of the most embarrassing moments of the world's most important figures. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest updates.